Hello, I'm SammyP. Welcome to episode 36 of my Let's Voice series for Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is the series where I use the excuse of practicing my voice acting to justify playing video games. And I'm back! I've been away for a while. I was uploading some old XCOM videos, but I'm back, which means more Pillars of Eternity. And if you enjoy the videos, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It's very helpful for the channel, and if you're not enjoying it, I mean, dislike button's right there, and constructive feedback is always welcome, as are all comments, except for spoilers. The hell were we? It's been a while. Let's have a look at this. This is probably something I should have done before I... Right, we just talked to... what's his name? The guy with the thing. The thing! There's the thing with the thing! No, come on. He had the conch. And now he wants the other conch. Why? Anyway, we were going to go talk to the, oh, God, why is this so hard to remember? I'm going to talk to the prince, because we've discovered the thing. I'm like, stuff it. Stuff it! We're going to talk to the prince. Anyway. God, it is... I tell you what, it is hot. Come back, and it is so hot. I have a fan running, which I have to dig up, but I hope you can't hear it. I think hopefully it's on the lowest setting, so hopefully that's fine. And if I discover it's too much of a problem, I don't know what I'll do. Alright. Yeah, it was this guy's estate. We're supposed to go... how is it not... how do I not have this quest? Speak to that guy. Go there. Okay. Haru. There we go. Dario the Lean. Crime Lord. What? Get the Crown of Waves? I haven't done that. Why is it ticked? Cornet of Waves. I'm not the first to attempt the job. It says it's ticked. I definitely haven't done that. Have I? No, I've got the Cornet of Depth. Yeah. Alright, I don't know what's going on there. That might be a bug. God, I hope it's not a bug. It was already irritating the first time that I came across bugs in quests. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to go talk to the prince now that we've found out what the water shapers were doing. And then hopefully we can convince them to help the people. That sounds about right. Oh gosh, that's pretty. I forgot how pretty it was. This is apparently Tekehu did this. Very impressive. You see my adorable fish, Captain. What? Oh, okay, I have to remember how to do all these voices. Tekehu, you see my adorable fish, Captain. I leave you to guess which of them is real. There's real fish in there? No. You're having me on. Alright. I see you pulled Nagati's Chosen from the guild hall. Aruihi nods to Tekehu. Ikera. But have you pried any secrets from the gullets yet? Aruihi raises his brow and motions for you to go on. Maya, I hope you do not judge our fair city too harshly. What? Look, keep your business where it belongs, with the captain. Maya furrows her brow and edges closer to you. The Princepi are smuggling cargo via the Undercroft. Undercroft? Darker and more fetid layer of Nakataka, I say. Cradles his chin in his palm, looking off to the distance. Onikaza and I are the mind and heart of the city, but the bowels... these we cannot reach. What say? Did Nagati's Chosen learn anything from the voyage below? Aruihi gestures to Tekehu. My prince, I have always known those who pray for Nagati's favor, but only now do I see those who depend on it. Pelagina. Pelagina. Ikera. I say that a father of Amira's wisdom drifted down to find... I say that a feather of Amira's wisdom drifted down to find you. Aruihi nods with approval. At last, Delver's Row is a stable target. The Crown has time to decide the next step. Water Shapers were helping the pirates bring in ships. Tekehu, I say that no one wanted to hear your suspicions confirmed. Ikera, me least of all, my prince. I just realized that Tekehu and the prince have very similar voices. I'm trying to make the princes a little deeper, but... when it comes to the dignity of the guild, the Crown can compromise nothing. Onikaza will see their leadership disciplined, I say. I'm not getting in on that. Onikaza and I both expect more from the guild, I say. She will not be pleased. Aruihi shakes his head and sighs. I got a major positive reputation with the Huana, and a moderate positive reputation gained with Huana. Ikera, but at least you return to me in one piece. You are not the first agent I sent to the gullet, but you are the first to return. Aruihi grins in spite of himself and claps you on the shoulder. I say, I would feel safe anywhere with the Ruatai's... I say, I would feel safe anywhere with Ruatai's sharpest weapon in my arsenal. He inclines his head to Maya. If you're trying to flatter me, stop taking notes from my brother, the poet. Maya folds her arms and grimaces at Aruihi. I cannot say I desire to send you to worse places than the gullet, but... Aruihi trails off and scratches the back of his head. But you're going to anyway. Ikera, my apologies. Does the name Ukezu mean anything to you? The prince's face is impassive, but he seems to be studying yours with close attention to detail. An old mosaic beneath the city depicted Ukezu. Ikera, then the city's bowel hides more than I credit. Aruihi thumbs his chin and nods. Ukezu was the home of the Huana before cataclysm and destruction wiped the island from the Deadfire. That is the story. Story or no, I make no secret that we search for Ukezu. He studies you, allowing his words to sink in. I do not share this lightly, I say. He glances at Maya, his attention lingering. Dude! come on, man. She keeps rebuffing you. You gotta take a hint. Or change tactic, I guess. Please, speak on. If it looks like I'm taking notes, it's because I am. She winks down at Ishiza. Ah! Oh, right, I forgot. I started recording, so my beard also has to start tickling. Should I leave this in the hands of someone I trust instead? He turns to you with a look of warning. Just get on with it. You can trust me. Akira. I should hope so. Aruihi keeps his gaze firmly fixed on Maya. He is the first to break eye contact and refocus on you. Our tribes are spread across many isles, but it is Ukezu which binds us. Ukezu, I think I pronounce it differently every time I've said it. And the knowledge that we must return. To that end, a local cartographer secured a lead, a breadcrumb to a breadcrumb, I say. I sent an expedition to Motari or Kozi, one of the Sanctuary Isles. They were to retrieve evidence of our lost homeland. They have yet to return. Sanctuary Isles? They were sites where our ancestors grouped in times of crisis, constants in changing seas. You have the cartographer Tekehu to thank. He wanders the western shrine if you would know more. The prince makes a dismissive wave towards the door. What makes you think that Motari Okozi contains evidence of Akaizo? The Sanctuary Isles gave comfort and guidance to sailors on their long journey home. I am hoping the island can remember its purpose and return us to the home we lost. How has the island remained hidden all this time? A question for those with years to gather reeds and scribe their thoughts. Aruihi smoothed back, his hair and sighs. It might be something... It might be that someone or something on the island does not wish to be found. In better times than these, I would have been happy to oblige. So, should I expect any resistance? The trading companies would not have thought to look for Motari or Kozi, but now they are vultures to Karen. I do not doubt that our rivals race for the same thing, all while we fall behind. Aruihi sighs. Well, I've got no further questions. Akira, then you are ready to depart. There won't be a stone unturned on Motari or Okozi when I'm done with it. Tekehu, I trust you are going. I want the tribes to know that Nagati's chosen stood among those who threw open the gates of Ukezu. He turns a hopeful glance to Tekehu. I make no promises of dirtying my hands in some fetid jungle. But I do not protest a calm voyage. Before you go, Aruihi lowers his tone and glances to his left and right. That did seem like too nice a way to end it. The expedition. I have reason to believe that they will not be returning to Nekataka. So you are sending me to certain death. You forget yourself. But I am more forgiving than my sister. We found this at the palace doorstep, cut from the robe of the expedition leader. He reaches into his pocket and draws forth a wad of red-stained bark cloth. One mystery heaped on another, I say. He drags his thumb over the cloth and frowns to himself. Who could have sent this? If you learn in your travels, I hope you will tell me. The crown has grown too accustomed to warnings, I say. He thumbs the fabric and continues to frown. Well, let me see that. I might be able to learn something from it. Nodding, he relinquishes the scrap. The fragment of essence clings to the fabric like a thread woven too tightly to be unraveled. Trees tower above you, and ropey vines stretch like tentacles across a marshy ruin. It takes all of your strength to trudge through the hip-deep water. You glance over your shoulder, but the women and men in your company aren't there. Then a shape moves off in the distance. You draw your weapon, feeling now more alone than ever. The vision departs, leaving you with a deep pit in your stomach and the phantom sensation that nothing has gone as it should have. The prince regards you expectantly. The owner of this robe is surely dead. Hold out hope for the rest. Akera. That is something, I say. Take care if you alight on Motare Okozi. My fear is that the island is sanctuary no more. Sighing, Prince Aruihi folds the cloth with reverence. Prepare yourself for a hard voyage northeast of Nekataka. Motare Okozi is nestled in the Kua o Rikuhu Islands, in the midst of a landmass that resembles a storm. Like the fall of Okaizu locked in time. Arihu bites his thumbnail and turns away, lost in thought. Don't mind me as I take down those coordinates. Certain death it is, then. Watcha. Even if Ukaizu is a myth, Motare Okozi is old enough that it may contain some clue about why Aothus is interested in the Deadfire. Alright, that's actually good to know. What is that? I completely missed that there was all these other Palace Archer. The raucous screeching of birds in their cages is endless. The Juana depiction of Hailey is almost menacing in its intensity. Sun-scarred Juana glances up from the rumpled sheets of parchment in his hand and regards you with unease. He looks up at you and swallows. Oh, come on. A Tepu, drawer of maps. I have nothing to sell, unless you are needing something else. He clears his throat and rolls up the parchment with a quick spin of his palms. You're the cartographer who discovered Motare Okozi, correct? What I discovered remains to be seen. A cautious smile spreads across his lips. Sanctuary Isles were thought to be lost beneath the waves. If I've stumbled upon one, I can think of worse finds to credit my name. How did you make this discovery? I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shores twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator, until I found myself at the center. I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, I made for Nekataka to tell the crown of my findings. Well, then tell me about the Sanctuary Isles. Well, our ancestors marked off specific islands across Deadfire as rallying points in case a great misfortune split up the tribes. Well, even they could not have guessed how important the Isles would become. Some thousands of years ago, volcanoes, storms, and quakes shook the archipelago. Any one of those do happen, but never with such ferocity, or all at once. The Hwana tribes, by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society, and the Hwana survived by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society and not just any one tribe. Since those days, we have not found any of the old Sanctuary Isles. Nagati took some beneath the waves, taking whole tribes with her. Others were lost to time and forgetfulness. I am told that the Wahaki are protective towards the Isles, but that is their business. An aggressive and isolationist Hwana tribe, the Wahaki have consistently pushed back against Valian and Rawatayan efforts to expand into the outlying islands of the Deadfire archipelago. You mentioned that entire tribes were lost. Understand, the Deadfire was broken. The lives lost could not be counted, and more has been forgotten than may ever be remembered. Imagine how much history we lost in a single year, how much less the millennia that followed. Whatever our people hope for themselves, we may never know if we got it right or wrong. If I was venturing to this island, what might I find? Death. Atepu stares away, his face losing its color until he catches your expression. I do not mean to frighten you. These islands have known great tragedy, and millennia have passed in cheerless silence. Should you land on a sanctuary isle, do not expect to find welcome. Well, I have other questions. You must have seen many things on your travels. You ever found a sign of Ukezu? Just hearing the word causes him to perk up at attention, though his lips press together at a slant. There is not a Hwana in all of the Deadfire who does not take to the open water hoping to catch a glimpse of lost Ukezu. If I could walk the beaches of our ancestors, take a fleeting glimpse of what they left behind, mine would be a life well lived. What would you hope to find on Ukezu? Well, the same thing we all hope for. Answers to the long silence that precedes our history. Who we were could tell us who we are. But if I'm being selfish, maps, charts, our ancestors were keen explorers, and a roll of their parchment could teach us more than what we have gathered in the last century. Well, farewell. Though simple in construction, the sink is clean and tidy. Someone has finished off a quick meal here. Sure. Don't need to go to the upper floor. Oh, hi. Granis Yiga. Makarama, the buoyant, beloved of Nagati. Ponamu, bird-scorned, greatest of explorers. Hemunga Makapu, defender of his people. Oh, hi. You meet a tall, brown-haired man dressed in full plate mail. That might not normally catch your eye, but his mail is unusual, coloured a deep green and blazoned with the image of a golden tree. Hand on the pommel of his sword, he watches the crowd go by with keen eyes, relaxed yet fully alert. He narrows his eyes when he spots you. What do you need of me? What do you need of me? He looks at you warily, as if he is deciding whether you are a snake that might bite. Well? Tell me about yourself. He's initially hesitant, unsure of your intent, eyes narrowed, he sizes you up, then nods. It's, interesting armor you have there. I suppose it is. Are you familiar with the shield bearers of St. Elkar? We are a paladin order. No, not really. Well, the order began as guards of Elkar, a noble woman emissary of Kolkin, who bartered for peace and the kingdom of Adir. Bartered for peace with the kingdom of Adir. The order's founders were forbidden to bring weapons to the meeting, and she was attacked. With only their shields to aid them, they fought off her attackers and brought her to safety. She later died of her wounds, and the shield bearers of St. Elkar were born in her memory. Clears his throat dramatically. I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add, and my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street. All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor. That's the long and short of it, really. Can you teach me what you've learnt as a member of the Shield Bearers? Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all, but I suppose I could teach you a thing or two as we stand here. The privilege will run you 3,000 copper, however. I don't know how much money I actually have. Sure, why not? My thanks. As he lays 2 heavy sandbags on your shoulders and runs you through a series of drills designed to increase your strength and agility while dressed in full plate mail. Confident you've learnt enough to continue training on your own, he gives you a hearty clap on the shoulder and wishes you well on your journey. Fantastic. How much money did I have? It's fine. What's my athletics, and what was the other one? Survival. Alright. I'll take it. Okay. I think that's where we'll end the episode. I guess we will see about that other conch next episode, although I'm a bit concerned given that the quest says I've already done it. So, I don't know. But we'll go talk to this guy anyway and see what happens. But I've been SammyP. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. As I said, it's a great way to help the channel. If you haven't, constructive criticism is fantastic. You can just click the dislike button. That's also fine. And all comments. Comments? Why am I saying comments? All comments are welcome. Comments, not so much. Comments, fantastic. But no spoilers, please. I hope you join me for episode 37. Until then, I have no outro still. I don't know why that makes me laugh.